right, today we're going to talk about, and you're going to work with equations of circles. And the standard form of the equation of a circle with the center at HK and radius R is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals the radius squared. So here's what that means. If you have to write an equation of a circle, with, let's do it with, we're going to say center radius equation. So first part of your assignment today, you're going to give you the center, going to give you the radius, going to ask you to write the equation. So if we get a center, let's say that the center is at 1, -8. And the radius is 7. Here's how the equation is going to look. It's going to be x and the opposite of the x at the center. So you do x minus 1 squared plus left parenthesis letter y. And then in this set of parentheses with the y goes the opposite of the y value at the center. So plus 8 squared equals. And then over here on the right side of the equal sign goes this radius squared. So 49. A center of, let's go -3, 2. Radius of 4. That's x plus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 16. Seeing it? Feeling it? Okay. How about this one? 0, 0. Radius of 1. Now, do you see how you might go x plus 0 squared? You're not going to write that, though, okay? You don't write anything plus 0, do you? Yeah, exactly. You would just do x squared. So this would look like, if your center's at 0, 0, it's x squared plus y squared equals this radius squared, and 1 squared equals 1. Now 4, 0, with a radius. Let's say the radius is square root of 10. We'll start this off with an x minus 4 squared plus. If that y value at the vertex is 0, it looks just like the previous equation. So that's going to be plus y squared equals the square root of 10 squared. 10, good. All right, squaring something under the radical removes the radical. You guys good with those examples? And then you could work backwards, right? What if we got x minus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 36? You're given the equation. You need to identify the center and the radius. So the center of this circle would be at positive 3, positive 4. And its radius would be 6. So you can work forwards and backwards? Okay. Anybody need to see another example? All right. So next, you will be asked to write an equation of a circle with center at negative 2, 4, that passes through negative 6, 7. So in this circle now, you know the center, don't you? Its center is at negative 2, 4. You don't know its radius, do you? So here is the most efficient way to do this problem. I would plot the center at negative 2, 4. There's the center of your circle. All right, the circle is going to pass through negative 6, 7. It's going to be about here. So you got this big circle out here, right? Won't this represent the radius? Now watch, we're going to take that diagonal, we're going to turn it into a right triangle. We're going to drop in a vertical, and then we're going to drop in or draw in a horizontal. And what's this vertical leg? What's the length of it? It goes from 4 to 7. It's 3. See this horizontal leg? It goes from 6 to 2. Have you guys figured out if 2 legs of a right triangle are 3 and 4? What's the third leg? It's 5. The math would be 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. That's 9 plus 16 equals c squared. 25 equals c squared. 5 equals c, or your radius, or the hypotenuse of that right triangle that we drew. So this equation, now you know the center and you know the radius. So we're going to go x plus 2 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals 25. Does anybody need to see another example of that type of problem? They give you the center and they give you a point on the circle. You could also do the distance formula from the center to the point on the circle. Okay? But I think this is faster. Yes? The radius but not the center? Indirectly. So here, let's do this. Let's say you're given the equation of a circle is x squared plus y squared minus 8x plus 2y equals negative 8. State the coordinates of the center and the measure of the radius. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this equation a little bit. We're going to put the x's together. We got an x squared minus an 8x. And then I want you to leave a space in there. And then this is a positive y squared plus 2y. And leave another space in there. And it's still equal to negative 8. Now, hopefully back in Algebra 1, you did something called completing the square. You can turn this binomial into a perfect square trinomial by taking half of this 8, half of the 8, squaring it, and adding it to both sides of this equation. So what's half of 8? 4 squared. What's 4 squared? Good. So we go plus 16, and we go plus 16. We take half of 2 squared. So we add 1, and we add 1. Now, the same half of this middle becomes your factor, okay? This x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to x minus 4 squared. Plus this y squared plus 2y plus 1, you took half of this positive 2 and you squared it. So half of that positive 2 is the other factor. That's y plus 1 squared. And it's all equal to the negative 8 plus 16 plus 1. Negative 8 plus 16, that's 8, right? Plus 1 more is 9. So your center, where's your center located at? Good. 4, negative 1. And what's your radius? 3. Very good. Same set of directions. But now here's the given. Here's the given equation. Let's go x squared plus y squared minus 4 equals 0. In this case, you can just add 4 to each side. And look what you got. You got x squared plus y squared equals 4. So your center is located at, very good, 0, 0. It's on the origin. Your radius would be 2. Excellent. All right, let's do one more of these. Let's say that we're given same directions. Now we got x squared plus y squared plus 8x minus 14y plus 40 equals 0. So we're going to subtract 40 from each side, and we're going to rewrite like we did that first problem. We're going to take the x squared, group it with the 8x. We're going to leave a space. We're going to take the positive y squared minus the 14y. Going to leave a space. And we're going to leave it equal to this negative 40. Take half of 8 and square it. Half of positive 8 is 4, and 4 squared is positive 16. It goes here, and it goes to the right side. Half of negative 14 is negative 7. Squared is positive 49 to both sides. Now those numbers that you squared become your factors. So you squared a positive 4 here, so this is x plus 4 squared. Half of negative 14, that was the y minus 7 that you squared. And then we got 40 negative plus a 16 plus a 49. So that's 25. So your center, negative 4 and positive 7. Your radius is 5. Very good. All right, your practice for today is on page 760 and 761. 1 through 8. And then 13 through 26. In-class students, it's going in the basket. E-learners, you are going to email me a picture for credit. You got to show all your work. E-learners, if you don't have any questions, you are excused. We will talk again tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Eat a good dinner.